So is SoFi stock at a heavy discount, or is this a stock which is overhyped with no backbone? Well, it all depends upon who you talk to. You are watching this video because A, you are invested in SoFi, B, you are thinking about investing in SoFi, or there could be C, that you like watching our channel. In any case, please hit the like button and also consider joining our Discord and Patreon. Links are in the description below. And I'm actually going to show you our Discord in this video with an important message. So make sure you watch this video till the end. Okay, so regardless of what the reason is, SoFi has become a popular stock. And because I'm heavily invested in SoFi, I look at the stock with a very fine-tooth comb to make sure that I continue to remain invested in the stock. So let me share a few details about SoFi, as I have not updated you on SoFi in the last few days because there was not much exciting to share. But today, I have something good to share with everyone. So I get asked a question or some questions, which is if SoFi is at a discount and if I'm buying SoFi, and is SoFi going to drop further? So before I answer these questions, make sure you take advantage of the 5 free stocks when you sign up for Moomoo. It's a great app. I use it every day for my charting now. So make sure you take advantage. Links are in the description. Okay, so SoFi stock is selling off on concerns that came out on the announcement of an extension to the student loan. And it sparked a near 14 to 15% slide right away in the stock. And also with the reduced adjusted revenue and EBITDA guidance that SoFi provided. But we are forgetting that even with this news, the expectation remained robust, with adjusted EBITDA growth of over 3x and revenue gains of about 45.5% for 2022. I think it's a pretty aggressive projections. SoFi's price trailing 12-month revenue multiple is 4.9 times or 4.9x, a 66% discount if you compare it to the fourth quarter. But if you look though, positive catalyst and solid fundamentals still remains intact. So let's revisit them again here. January's award of a banking license should aid significant margin expansion, and on top, active users keep growing, up over 17% since December. So let's take a look at few chart and also some price targets, and then I will share my game plan with SoFi. So let me share the screen right here. Okay, so if you notice over here, this is the adjusted net revenue growth. So this is Q3 of 2021 and this is Q4 of 2021. And you can see that in Q4 of 2021, we had that revenue growth on SoFi. Along with that, this is right here, monthly active users. And if you see over here, we can see the monthly active users, this was Q4 of 2021, has grown up almost 17% from where it was before. So users are coming to the app, users are adopting SoFi, and now they are paying higher interest rate, which is even more cherry on top, I would say, because it's really add value for people, those who are invested in SoFi, to continue to put more money into the account. And especially with what's going on in the market, my 2018 video that I released, if you haven't watched it, do check it out. I'm going to link it towards the end of this video. But that video outlines what to expect in the market and what happens when there is a shift in the market. Well, two things. Number one, people don't like to put money in the stock market because they have a fear of losing their investment. So what do they do with their money? They put it in the banks. They put it where they get the highest interest rate. SoFi so far is one of the top banks who is offering that kind of interest rate. There is no other bank out there who is offering 1.25% interest rate, at least that I know of. If you know of any other bank with that kind of services, with the whole financial app that SoFi has, that you can trade stock, you can trade crypto, you can open your account, you can do direct deposit, we can do loans, with all kind of financial hub like bank is offering that kind of interest rate. I doubt it. I haven't seen any. Okay, now we are talking about the price targets. So price target is a funny thing. They keep moving. But if you pay attention over here, not a single analyst has a sell on the stock. So if somebody says that, why don't you get out of SoFi right now? That's my answer to your question, that SoFi is in deep value right now. It's not a sell, definitely not a sell for me, because I feel the SoFi is sitting at a very deep value. And I'm not just, I only look at analyst price targets for their research, not for the price. Then around 57.1% are saying buy and about 42.9% are saying hold. I'm in this category right now and I will explain why. Now, if you look at the 12-month price target, it's $14.94. The return potential is 94.4%, so where the stock is sitting right now. On top of that, these are the analysts, those who are covering the stock. Now, one thing to note that over the last 6 months, the number of analysts covering the stock has grown drastically, almost doubled. So when it goes from 7 analysts to about 14 analysts that they're covering right now, This is really exciting because this shows that SoFi is gaining more and more popularity on Wall Street, where more and more analysts are covering it. I know the price doesn't show right now, but trust me, this is happening internally and people are basically acquiring, learning, knowing, and charting this stock a lot more. And that's why this is the second most shorted stock, because it's a very popular stock. Now on top, let's see over here. So this is the call, this is the put. Anytime the price goes up, people started to hedge their position by buying put or selling put, and basically anytime the prices go down or it crashes or the SoFi stock comes down, there is a huge spike in people basically buying calls. So I personally feel that SoFi is going to remain in this funk for a very long time, for at least next 8 to 12 months. It's my opinion that we are going to see this price action where the SoFi is not able to break out and will be pulled down by the shorts, by the people, those who are basically hedging against their position. So now let me show you SoFi's chart, and basically we are going to go over, there you go. And this is Moomoo, by the way. I explained that, take advantage of 5 free stock. This is a great app. I really like using it. Okay, so if you pay attention over here, you can see that we are in this weird kind of a trend line, and it's very hard for SoFi to break that trend line. We touched all-time low yesterday, and when we touched that all-time low yesterday, 7.37, it was a sign that market, no matter which direction the market is going, we are going to see a earnings rally in the next few weeks. But the SoFi, if you are a SoFi investor, you need to take advantage of that rally by doing covered calls, by doing, I'm not saying sell the stock, I'm saying, again, I'm not saying actually anything. This is not a financial advice, this is just my opinion. But what I'm doing is basically, I will be selling covered calls on my position any strong day that I see in the stock. And it has to be, you can do, depending on the number of shares you have, you can do weekly, you can do monthly. But if you can see, the trend line still is very hard for SoFi to break. It's still keeping below that trend line. And if I draw a golden selection right here, you can see that we are in some danger territory over here. I mean, if the pressure continues, SoFi stock has all this gap to cover. We are looking at about, I would say, let me just bring the cross here, about $4, $5 right here, as you can see. And if that happens, then I will be definitely a buyer of SoFi if we touch that price point, because then I will be cutting my average price by third, which is an amazing thing. And I don't expect SoFi, or I shouldn't say that I want SoFi to drop that far down, but in these market conditions, anything is possible, because stocks are going through their support and resistance like anything. One day you can see how volatile Tesla was yesterday, up like 5%, down 5%, and it's very, very common. Now, if you look at the weekly chart, the weekly chart is also going in the same direction, and this got moved a little bit. I'm going to adjust this right here. So this is our trend line that we can see right here. And as you can see, that trend line is also going in that direction. And you can see that we are in RSI or in MACD. RSI also we are touching towards the bottom. MACD also we are hopefully turning into a positive territory. But when we have turned into positive territory, you can see that we have remained in positive territory for about 5 weeks, and then the pressure comes back, and then we are in this negative territory for almost like double that amount of time or triple that amount of time. So their earnings are coming up, and I expect the earnings, the run up before the earnings, and then a sell off after the earnings, depending on what they announce. We'll see. It'll be interesting next few weeks. So someone asked me if I'm buying SoFi at these prices. I would love to, but I don't have any money allocated for SoFi at the moment. I'm focusing on stock that will give me a return this year, and I don't plan to cash out of SoFi for a very long time. So that is why I'm not buying any SoFi at the moment, but I will definitely look at adding more in Q2 or the price point if it hits my target. I will link my yesterday's video about 2018 towards the end, as I mentioned, and if you have not seen it, then you must watch it, as it has some great info which is gearing me up for my buys and other things in the market. Let me actually share something really important at this point. Let me actually show you my Discord. Give me a second here. Okay, so let me share our Discord over here. So one of the things that I want to point out to everyone over here is that actually this is our Discord. Let me come on the camera as well. Okay, so one of the things that I would like to point out is that not every day is a trading day. I mean, not every day you need to make trades in order to be in the market. Not every day is a day when you look at your portfolio for profit and loss. We need to keep calm and take advantage of the momentum and the rallies that market gives us. Trust me, market will come and hand you out these kind of rallies where you will take full advantage of that. And a clear example of that is because the reason why I'm bringing this point up is because one of the users actually commented in my previous video on YouTube talking about that you don't talk about much trading. You don't trade much. Well, I do trade when the conditions are prime, and I will show you quickly over here. So this is our Discord right here, and this is my weekly trading signals that I offer to our members. Now, I'm not a day trader. I don't go in and out of trade every day. I mean, like I would go in a trade, and if I see that it hit my price point or if my profit range that I wanted to take, I will get out. It could happen in 2 days. It could happen in 2 weeks. So let me just quickly show you what I have done. So I'm going to actually go over the timeline quickly with everyone. So these are the alerts that I give. And if you notice over here, I'm going to go back to the March. So March 14th, right here, actually March 28th, I gave an alert over here that I'm selling some covered calls on my Tesla over here. And if you can see, this was about 3,600 in terms of what I was getting for selling the call. And then I actually had some more shares of Tesla, so I sold more covered calls. Then I did on the 29th, I sold covered calls on the hood. When the hood had that flight, when it gained like 24%, I immediately went out and sold covered calls. And then after that, on the 4/4, which is April 4th, I didn't do any trading whatsoever from 3/29 to April 4th because the market was not just prime for it. And I just basically let my calls expire for 100% profit, which was about $3,600. Along with that, hood also expired. Hood gave me about $500 profit for that week. Then after that, I remained quiet. On the 4th, I basically sold another covered calls on Tesla because Tesla was again gained about 4%. And it gave me about $10,800 because I was actually selling my covered calls on all my positions in my account. And then if you notice over here, on the 4/8, so I bought the Tesla calls on 4/4 right here. I sold Tesla calls on 4/4. And then on 4/8, I let them expire for 100% profit. So again, I netted about $10,800 for that week. Then after that, I didn't do anything until about, I would say 4/11, which was 2 days later. And then after that, I did some Amazon, I did some FNGU, and I sold Tesla puts for January 2023. These were cash secured put, 10 cash secured put for $800. It was give me about $105,650 for selling the cash secured put. But look what I did. This was January 2023 that I sold it. I maintained or I remained in that position for just a day, because right after that, if you notice over here yesterday, I told the members, actually no, this was not it, this was it. Okay, so yesterday I told members that I'm buying them back, and I'm buying them back for about $90,000, netting about 15K in one day. So my point is, and if you see here, no SoFi, no Palantir, no small cap, because the price movement is not there. I'm taking advantage of what's giving me money right now. And we discuss about stocks. I talk about all the time about the CPI data came out. So I talked about the CPI data. And then after that, we were talking about under fintech stocks, we talk about different things. Some of the members mention about, how fintech stocks are being punished right now. And I, come out and straight away tell them that, yes, these are the times that we are going to stay in for a very long time. The money is still not coming into the fintech stock. And then after that, we talk about, member also post their trades about different things that they do. So I personally feel, and this is my opinion, of course, only, those who keep calm, and I'm going to actually leave the laptop here. So those who keep calm and play safe will definitely get rewarded. And those who act in fear will get punished. I have seen it many times in the market. So stay calm and look at the bigger picture. If you like talking to the like-minded individual and interested in my buy-sell alerts, which I don't do every day, and I just want to make that clear that I don't buy and sell every day, but because last few days have been really volatile, I have done some trades. Before that, I didn't do anything for like 2 weeks. Discord members, I mean, you can check, nothing for 2 weeks. I remained quiet because the market conditions were not good. And then when we had that volatile swing in Tesla, volatile swing in Amazon in the market, I went out and made some trades. So again, links are in the description. If you would like to talk to like-minded individual, do click on the link and join our Discord and Patreon. Also take advantage of 5 free stocks with Moomoo when you sign up and deposit $100. Links are in the description. I think it's a great deal, especially when you're getting those stocks now, because the upside potential is unlimited. If you enjoy a video like this, then please give it a thumbs up and also consider subscribing if you're new. Until next time, you all have a sparkling day.